All right, welcome Team Destiny to our Tuesday night call. Hi, Carlos, welcome. We are considering switching our team calls over to Tuesday night. It's pretty much set in stone. I just want to give you guys a heads up. Monday wasn't really working for everybody, but Tuesday is a better day for us. And then we can also start joining in on the Team Eclipse calls too, so we don't miss out on all this awesome teaching that we can get. So let's start off with Success Club points so far. There are a few more days left in this month, you guys, so don't give up, okay? We're going to start with
Oh, shoot.
Ashley Allbeck has 8 points. Rainie Werner has 8 points. Amy Heim has 6 points. And Kaylee, your girl, Alex Mayer. Go ahead. You can give her a shout out. Go for it.
She has 6 points or 5?
She is showing 5 as of
Woo!
today.
Yeah, Alex, brand new coach, right out of the bat. Invited 3 people to a challenge group. That's what she's focused on. Go, Alex.
Yay. When did she sign up?
I don't know. What month is it? April?
It's April.
Yeah, I guess this month.
She signed up in April and hit Success Club 5. That is so awesome. And that's really what we just got to be teaching our new coaches is just helping 3 people every single month. It's that easy. Don't make it into something that's a big deal. It's just 3 people. So there's a whole bunch of people that have 3 points and 2 points. So I just really want to encourage you guys, do not give up. Be messaging. I just posted a new business activity tracker in the Team Destiny group, and I have been using it, and I absolutely love it. So go check out that new business activity tracker that I just posted today in the group. All right, we have a few announcements before we get to tonight's call. First off, oh my gosh, my battery's running low. Uh-oh. Hey, Michael, can you get me the charger, please? Whoopsie. Okay, first off, I want to give one more shout out to Jennifer Sauerwald for she went and got PIO certified. So congratulations, Jen. That is so awesome. Super, super excited for you. Talk about stepping out of your comfort zone and just going for something that you just love and is passionate about, right? How was your day? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it. It was amazing. I was super nervous. I was just like, I even gave the wrong email. I combined 2 emails when I signed up, and
But when you got there,
I'm like naturally good at it, which is so cool. I'm like reading, I'm like, okay, smile, and like I was like, I didn't think I could do that because I can't dance. I can't just like free, but I can follow a count. So I guess it's different. But I had a great time, and everybody was awesome. So
awesome. I'm so excited for you. I'm so glad you did that. And that's just like shows that everybody has their own flair. So like Jen's awesome at PIO. She rocks PIO. So go for it. Like that's not my thing. Like Ashley got certified in size. Like I'm not good at size, but that's Ashley's thing. So we have so much to offer different people. Honey, my charger is where that light is at the coffee table, that little table out there where thank you. He's like walking around in circles. Where's the charger? Where's the charger? So congratulations, Jen. I just want to invite everybody to our kickball picnic party that is this Saturday. It's going to be held in Makunji. It is open to everybody. We're inviting our challengers. We're inviting our coaches, our prospect coaches, anybody that you want to hang out with. All the families are welcome. We're going to be having awesome 21-day fix or Beachbody recipes. So all the food is going to be Beachbody and 21-day fix approved recipes. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome time. So don't miss out on it. If you can come, it is from 4 to 9. And if you can only come from 8 to 9, like just come, show up, and just stay for a little bit and then leave. You know, it doesn't have to, you don't have to stay all day. But please make it a point out and say hi. If you need the address, just message me and I will get you that address. The Ultimate Reset. Whoop, whoop. We have 2 Ultimate Reset groups in the month of May. The first group is starting on the 2nd, and the next group is starting on the 9th. We only hold these Ultimate Reset groups twice a year. Like, that's it. That's all that we do. So it's an awesome opportunity that you don't want to miss out on. You definitely want to be inviting your friends to this, to join us. If you never did it before, that's okay. You can use our pictures and our testimonies to share, and just invite them to join us. I spoke a little bit about it last week, how awesome I felt physically, mentally. I felt awesome, and I can't wait to get back to feeling like that. I cannot wait for Monday to come. So the Ultimate Reset is on sale all of April yet, so you still have time to be inviting people to it. So that's on the 2nd and the 9th. We have 2 coach sneak peeks coming up in the month of May. I hope y'all are writing this down. You guys got this? In the month of May, we're holding another live coach sneak peek, just like we did in April, on Thursday the 5th from 8 to 9:30. And then we're having another one on Thursday the 26th from 8 to 9:30. So that is the first Thursday in May, and that is the last Thursday in May. Kaylee ventured out of her comfort zone, set up this awesome Coach Sneak Peek event that was live. We posted in the event group for an hour, sharing all of our stories and our whys and the videos all about coaching, how we earn, what we do, how we share and don't sell. And it's just an awesome, awesome thing. And then from the last half hour, we get on a live Zoom call like this, and we do a whole big presentation for them with the slideshows. And I'm telling you, Kaylee's just such a natural at this, and her passion and her love for it just like shines. And so she does it better than I could do. So I just love that I can be able to invite my coach prospects to come onto this live call and let Kaylee do the thing that she's good at.
You know what? Thank you, Amy. But you know what it is? I was blown away by the teamwork. You guys were all so present in the event. And it doesn't matter how good I was in the video or any of that. What mattered was that the team was there and that the team participated in the coach spotlights. It was the teamwork that really makes the dream work, because not everyone's going to relate to my story. They're going to relate to, you know, the PA on our team, the twin moms on our team, you know, Amy, you as a full-time working coach. You know, it's just the whole team that really makes the Coach Sneak Peek work. And I seriously was in awe. I don't care if I had anybody or anybody there. It was just the team support that made it so special. So what's going to make it so special this May 5th is Rainie is going to actually be in Cancun, or I don't know, somewhere in Mexico. And she's going to be on a destination wedding retreat. And she's actually paying for the trip with her Beachbody money. And she's going to go live welcoming everybody in the Sneak Peek event to the Sneak Peek. So she's going to be in Mexico. Just picture this. With an awesome destination calendar, telling all of our prospects about how Beachbody helped her pay for this trip for her and her husband to be there. I mean, that's going to be priceless, guys. So make sure you're inviting and breadcrumbing to that event every single day this week. Just talk about the advantages of Beachbody. And even if it isn't money that took you on trips, just what has Beachbody done for you? I look at some of my posts from a few years ago and how like amateur or silly some of the things are. And it's like, whoa, I have freaking grown tons since then, guys. I haven't just earned money. Like, okay, yeah, I earn money, but I've grown so much as a person, and that is way more valuable than any money can bring you. So make sure you're sharing what you're learning and how you're growing and your nutrition, and just your family has learned anything. Like if they ate freaking brown rice instead of white rice, that's a celebration for becoming a Beachbody coach, guys. Like, share it. Rant and rave over.
No, I love it. Don't you just love how Facebook like shares the memories with you, so it like constantly reminds you of how bad you used to be and how far you came? I love when they show me the memories, and I'm like, did I seriously post that? Like, oh gosh, it's like, it makes me cringe all the time. I'm like, ah. But it just shows that we're learning and that we're growing, and it's an awesome thing. So thank you, Kaylee. So be inviting to the Coach Sneak Peek. I absolutely love the live hour and a half, much better than the 5-day sneak peek. So it's super, super cool. If you weren't there, make sure you're on it. Make sure you're inviting everybody to it. And Kaylee, you just mentioned to us about Mother's Day is in May.
Yeah, and I've been using that in my conversations with people. Oh, I don't know about money. Money is kind of tight. Well, hey, what's your Mother's Day gift? That's the first thing I do, is talk to my husband about my dreams, my goals, and what I want to do. And I kind of use that like, hey, I really feel uncomfortable in my skin. I'm tired all the time. I'm getting frustrated easily with the kid. You know what the best thing for Mother's Day would be is if I could just get myself a challenge pack and feel good about myself. And guess what? It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if by Father's Day I didn't reach the goals I want, I will send it back and you get all the money. How about that? How about it? And the moms I've been talking to, I've been using that to make it work.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Does anybody have any questions about what is to come? And everything that we're talking about and that we're offering is open to Team Eclipse. We are all one big happy family, one big team. So you guys are encouraged to be inviting to all this. Everybody good? All right.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it true that T25 is half off right now?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, because I was like, wow, that's good. Good deal. Someone brought that up to me today. I was like, oh.
It is a good deal. It's a really awesome deal. And as you coaches, if you don't have T25, it's an awesome, awesome program. So get it and put it in your, your list of workouts that you have. And then you also have it on demand too. So, and we get 25% off of that 50.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome deal.
Okay.
Yep, it's legit.
All right, guys, let's move into the call. I know it's about 20 minutes, and originally Rainie Werner was going to be here with us live. However, she is a busy, and I don't want to just say busy because I'm busy, but she is busy.
But if you look, she's here with us. She's in her scrubs in the ER, saving lives on the telephone right now. So
she is.
Yes.
And she recorded the call for us tonight, so we can do it live with a recording, and then she's going to make herself available to answer questions right after. She is a full-time physician's assistant. She works in a gynecologist's office as well as a lactation consultant, and she has 3 kids, all under the age of 4, including a set of twins. She has been a coach for just a little over a year, and she is a Success Club 10 all-star. So, I mean, she's had Success Club 10 every single month since she's become a coach. She is a diamond coach on Team Destiny, and she has a strong downline. I think she's got like, last time I checked, which was Super Saturday, she had like 20 downline coaches, and every single one of them but one was active. So that means she's got loyal customers. She builds quality over quantity. So you definitely want to listen up anytime Rainie is talking. She's super professional and has a lot of wisdom to share, even on her busy schedule. She takes time to meet with her challengers and meet with her coaches one-on-one. And I am super excited to show you this YouTube video of her. She took the time out today to quickly record it for us because she got called into work last minute. And she will be hopefully available at the end of this call to answer any questions. All right, so I'm going to get started showing that. Oh, don't look at my messy screen. play.
Hi guys, it's Coach Rainie here. I am going to do a presentation regarding 10 tips for new coaches. Bear with me, I'm just going to dive right into it. Keep in mind this presentation is meant for new coaches as well as seasoned veteran coaches who may be in a funk or feel like they need to get back to basics. So I'm going to go ahead and open the presentation. Okay, so 10 tips for new coaches. In this presentation, we're going to cover several topics. The first is leading by example. Second, developing good habits. 3 is have confidence. 4, stay organized. 5, having integrity and authenticity. Next is being familiar with resources. 7 is quality over quantity. I really like that one. Also, taking time for yourself, having an accountability partner, and seeing the big picture. So the first tip I have for coaches is to lead by example. I really like this quote. It says, if there is a rock in your path, fools laugh at you. People show pity, colleagues show sympathy, friends show empathy. Good friends show the way to remove the rock. However, your best friend helps you remove it together. I think it's important as coaches that we really are jumping right in there, not only with our challenge group participants, but also with our personally sponsored coaches, just to set a good example with nutrition and exercise. It's one thing to tell them to do something, but if you really are down in there in the trenches doing it with them, I think that really speaks volumes. Number 2 is all about habits. You need to be consistently persistent. So that means you have to show up every day. And I mean every day. You need to do something related to Beachbody every single day, whether that's 10 minutes or whether that's 10 hours. You need to really make it a daily behavior. The vital behaviors are being a product of the product, invite, and personal development. And now we have the 4th vital behavior, which is now recognition. So we need to be doing those vital behaviors on a daily basis. Also, keep in mind, you should question, are your habits in line with your goals? Do you want to be a hobby coach or a part-time coach or a full-time coach? And are your behaviors and habits matching up with what you really want? You can't be doing hobby habits and have a full-time coaching goal in mind. They just don't really match up. Also, I think it's important to set deadlines for your goals and have your habits match up with your deadlines. Additionally, you should be developing non-negotiables. So whether that be hitting Success Club 5, whether that's signing up 1 coach a month, whether that's helping one person in some way every month, whatever that is, you should develop the non-negotiables. Also, keep in mind you may need to make sacrifices. For me, that's usually working a night shift, being exhausted, coming home, not really wanting to do a workout, not really wanting to eat right, not really wanting to follow up with someone or check in with my challenge group. I just really want to go home and sleep. But, you know, you need to make some sacrifices if you really want your coaching to work out for you. Also, the next tip is have confidence. So you need to communicate effectively and with enthusiasm. I think it's important for everyone to have an elevator speech. And with that, I mean, you should have a little presentation. It should be like a 15 to 30 second little blurb that you can give to somebody if they ask you about Shakeology, about being a Beachbody coach, or about challenge groups. So you should kind of rehearse that and practice that, because those are the top 3 things that we're asked as a coach. And we should perfect a little explanation of those 3. Again, keep in mind, practice makes perfect. You may need to just keep practicing if you're not the best with communicating what these things are. Also, we need to have belief and knowledge in the products. So I think all of us really believe in the products, but we really need to educate ourselves about the products. And that could be maybe a program that we're not as familiar about. So a lot of resources are available in the coach online office, or you could talk to somebody in your team that maybe is knowledgeable about some of the products that you're not knowledgeable about. Keep in mind that you need to also believe in yourself. So that's in your personal fitness goals or in your business goals. And are you setting your goal? Are you setting your bar high enough? Are you setting a goal for Success Club 5, but you really should be setting a goal for Success Club 10, or just as an example. Also keep in mind that if you make mistakes, it's only going to build character and help you in the future. I like the phrase fail forward. So if you're not doing the best at something and you don't really succeed at it, your experiences, your failures, your mistakes are only going to build character in the end. Also, I think this is really important. Don't let 10 no's dull your drive so that you can't help those who need you. I know we get very discouraged when we're following up. Say we reach out to 10 people, we message them about a challenge group. All of them say no except for one, and we're feeling super discouraged about it. But keep in mind that one person really needs our help, and we can't feel bummed or discouraged from the people that say no. We have to focus on the yeses and move forward. Also, you miss 100% of the chances that you do not take. So if you're not taking those chances, if you're not putting yourself out there, then you're not going to even have the chance to succeed. Another tip is to stay organized. This is a big one for me. I think it's important to track your business behaviors. So not only with customers, so that's with new leads, prospects, or with new customers altogether. I think a good thing to let them know is their auto ship deadline. That's a good place to start. Also, this is a big one for around tax time, is to keep track of your personal expenses. Save all your receipts, keep a log of your expenses, and set up a separate business account. You should have a separate checking account for your Beachbody business. For coaches, I think it's important to get them started right. You should have a getting started right email or call for them. And also just have a system in place that you can follow up with them on a regular basis. And not only with once your coaches, keep in mind when someone becomes a coach, they're still working on their personal fitness goals. So don't forget about that as well. For challenge groups, keep track of your documents and have a resource library. And overall, just regarding staying organized, if you're a pen and paper kind of person, just realize that, and that may be the best way for you to track these behaviors. However, you may be more of an electronic, virtually inclined person, and you may like systems such as Google Streak. So keep in mind that not different systems work for different people. This is the business activity tracker. If you don't know what this is, your action item for tonight is to, once we're done this presentation, is to go and print this out and give it a try. This is what Beachbody has provided for us to track our business behaviors. And again, it may not work for everyone, but I think it's very important. It has everything listed here that's important for us as a Beachbody coach, including the vital behaviors. Another tip is to have integrity and be authentic. This is seems common sense, but common sense doesn't always equal common practice. I think sometimes we can get so caught up in the rat race and in Success Club points and volume and how many coaches we're signing up and all that. But really, ultimately, when it comes to Success Club points especially, they're people. The points are people, and we can't lose track of that. And we can't compare ourselves to others. For goodness sake, you can't compare what you're doing to someone else. Everyone has a different background, a different experience level. And some months we may do well, some months we may not do so well. And we can't really compare ourselves to how other people are doing. We need to create our own story, be vulnerable, and be honest with that. You can't have someone else's story. You have to create your own. And being a good storyteller is also very important to being a coach. I think it's important to, again, practice telling your story and your explaining your journey to potential customers or coaches. Also, bottom line is we need to share and not sell. No one likes the sleazy salesman that they have to walk past in the mall, and we don't want to be that person. And again, understand that we need to find our own path. Different things may work for different people, and we need to find our own systems. Another tip is to know your resources. So that may be the Coach Online Office or the Team Beachbody website. It could be your team's training website, such as the Team Destiny coach training website. Also, there's lots of team calls available, such as this one, different Facebook pages and groups. Other coaches can be good resources for you. Also, live events are super important, such as Super Saturday, Summit, and other leadership conferences that you may want to attend. Also, I think it's a good thing to try to be your own resource as well. You may want to consider doing advanced training or certification, whether that might mean becoming a personal trainer or a group fitness instructor, or maybe getting PIO certification or a size certification, something like that. Also, know your limits and know when to refer to someone else, particularly if it's anything medically related. We need to be referring back to that person's primary care provider if they have particular questions about their health. This is a big one also that I truly believe in. The tip is aiming for quality over quantity. This is especially important with relationships. We need to be empathetic and listen. You should always be the type of coach that you would want. Again, we don't want that sleazy salesperson. We want someone that's actually going to listen to us and formulate suggestions and plans specific to and individualized for us. Understand that everyone has unique circumstances and limitations, and your relationship with that person, it should be about them, not about you. Of course, we would like everybody to try Beachbody products, to join a challenge group, to purchase a challenge pack, to fall in love with the products like we did. But not everyone will, and that's okay. And you can't take offense to that, and you have to just focus on the relationship and building a quality relationship. In the end, if they really want to commit to something related to Beachbody, whether that's supplements, Shakeology, a challenge pack, they will in the end. They'll come around eventually. And even if they don't, that's okay. We need to celebrate individuals for improving their health no matter what they're doing, whether that's CrossFit, Zumba, other things. And again, it's all about them. It's not about you and what you might want for them. Social media, are you adding value? One thing I do is I don't just post a post. I make sure I have a good quality post with a good quality image, and I try to make it my own for the most part. I do probably about 75% of the things that I post on Facebook are me personally with images, although I do add share some other quotes and things that aren't mine. As you're growing your team, I think, and this is again going for quality over quantity, I think it's important to aim for lifers or people who are truly interested in the coaching opportunity. You don't want to just sign up coaches just to sign up coaches. I know, again, we set goals for ourselves, but it's important to focus on them and making sure that they're really going to benefit from the coaching opportunity, whether that be financially or whether that be more from a personal development standpoint for them. Another tip is to remember to take time for yourself. This quote is awesome. It says, first take care of yourself, then you can take care of the world. I think that's super important for anything that you do. You need to fill your own cup before you can fill someone else's cup. Also, this is a big one as well. Get an accountability partner, or some people refer to this as a success partner. So if there's any Grey's Anatomy fans out there, you need to find your Christina Yang or Meredith Grey, and you need to be checking in with them frequently. And also you could have different partners for different reasons. You could have an accountability partner for maybe challenge groups, another one for if you're doing a diamond push group, etc. So go out there and find your Christina Yang. Another tip is remembering the big picture. So we need to be setting goals, both short-term and long-term. Also, always remember your why. When I get down and just in a funk, my why usually pulls me out of that. So this is not only with your personal fitness, but also keep in mind your why related to why you started coaching in the first place. And keep in mind too that as coaches, we all have an overall common thread, and that is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. That's why we all became coaches to begin with. I think we can all agree with that, no matter what our background is and our ultimate why or reason for becoming a coach. Ultimately, we want to help people, and never forget that it comes down to helping people. Some other takeaway points, Beachbody coaching, to be a coach, you need to be the best you can be. You need to help others be the best they can be, and then you just repeat that. You just duplicate that. And also, there is more than one way to skin a cat. But any way you do it, it's messy. So as we're sorting through these things as a coach, as we're trying to learn our own systems, as we're trying to get organized, as we're learning what works for us, keep in mind you're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to learn what works for you, what doesn't. And it's going to take some time. And you're not going to become a 15 superstar diamond overnight. That's just not the way it is. And that's the way it is with anything in life. So just keep that in mind in the end. And when you get frustrated, just get back to basics and grab your accountability partner and have a mastermind meeting. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I'd be happy to answer any questions offline. See you guys soon.
And that was an awesome call. She's always straightforward, very professional, very like simple-minded so I can understand it. I mean, she just speaks right to me when she's talking. Rainie, are you still on this call and available?
I'm here.
Woohoo! I'm going to give the floor over to you, Rainie.
All right. Well, I hope you guys like the presentation. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And if I get called away, I apologize. I have like my phone right here next to me. They might be calling me from the ICU. But yeah, I just wanted to just get back to basics, and just a lot of that was more personal development than anything. But I'd be happy to, if anyone wants to expand upon anything or any questions or tips, or if anyone has anything to add, I think it's good to open up the floor at this point.
And I think all the information that you gave us, like, can be a whole new training on its own. Like, she gave us so much valuable information for new coaches that you can completely dissect each slide and focus on it. That's how much information that she gave us. So please open up the floor if you guys have questions. Just unmute yourself, chat in the chat box.
Elevator. Patty loves the elevator speech. I like it too. I still need to practice mine, because it's one thing when you're typing through messages, but it's another thing when you run into somebody in person and they see your shirt and like, hey, what's this Beach Buddy stuff? Like, what's this Shakeology? Tell me about it. And you have to be ready and be on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I love what you said about creating your story and being authentic, because I think the tool that we pull out of our tool bag the most as a coach is sharing our story. And your story is unlike anyone else's story. It's unique to you. So what I have been learning is that when you craft your story, like, my story has so many parts to it. It's not that I was just a really heavy, overweight girl and I started Beachbody and started working out. There's so much that goes involved, like, that gets involved in your story. Like, I hardly talk about how me being overweight affected my marriage. Like, people don't know that. So when you craft your story, craft it in its entirety. Like, dig in there and really get to all the different roots and how you got to where you were and what kind of problems that created. And that's what, when they say about sharing our story, that's like what you're talking about. Like, when you're posting on Facebook, like, you can really share your story each and every day just by dissecting your story into little parts. And that's how people connect and relate to you, like, authentic relate to you. That's how you can hit the heartstrings. So I love that what you talked about with creating the story. Does everybody have their stories created? Is that something that y'all need to work on?
Amy, I'm so excited to hear you speak about that passionately, because I know your story and I know your Facebook story, and I'm waiting for that to come out, Amy, because that's going to be bam. It's going to be huge, and it's really going to help people immensely. And I know you're so scared of it, but it's like, it's huge, and it's such a blessing, because God's going to use that mess and make it a huge masterpiece, and I'm excited to see it over the next few months.
Yeah, and I just want to, like, encourage you guys, like, you know, like, yeah, okay, I'm a 2-star diamond coach. I've been doing this for a while, but you know what? Like, I just started pulling out my story and dissecting it and thinking, how can I reach more people with my story? And if I have, you know, so I went live the other day, scared the crap out of me. I went live yesterday in the morning, just encouraging people. And I put a little bit of my story and background into that live. And it's so super scary, guys, to put yourself out there, but that's what makes us unique. That's what's going to make people be drawn to you and come to you. So that's like Rainie said about comparing ourselves to others. Like we cannot possibly compare ourselves to others. I used to look at Melanie Mitro and try to do what she did, try to make our live Zoom calls every week as awesome as she did with all these slides. And I stressed myself out, guys, like nervous breakdown, like for real. We cannot compare ourselves to others. Melanie's chapter 20 is not where I'm at right now in my chapter 5. You know, like I'll get there one day, but just baby steps. Do not compare yourself to any other coach out there because it will destroy you. Instead, pick up the personal development books and dive into personal development. It's very important. And Rainie, you also talked about building relationships on social media by adding value. I just want all my coaches on here to develop a giving mindset. Like the number one thing to apply to your business is to give as much as you can, and not give to get back in return, but just to give. And I know, like, when you're giving of your time, when you're messaging people and you're talking to them about their struggles, like I could sit here like for half an hour and be like, oh my gosh, like I gotta listen to this whole girl's story and I just want a challenge pack sold. We can't think like that. We just gotta give of our time, give of ourselves, and in return, the Success Club points will come and we'll be able to help that person. But they have to be ready for that, you know? So just give as much as possible. We need to start applying that to our business. And adding value is so important. And I remember I used to think, what kind of value do I have to give? I don't have any value to give. Like I'll post my sweaty workout, or, you know, that is a lie. Like the more I think about it, like the more I do have value to give. What I am giving is valuable. So I don't want you guys to be thinking that way either. Like, who am I? I don't have anything valuable to give. You do. Each and every one of you, you do. If I haven't ever spoken to any of you personally, like, I apologize. I'll love to speak with you and I'll find the value in you. Trust me, I will. But for all of you guys that I do have a relationship and that I do talk to, you guys have so much to offer. You guys are such an amazing team of people. So if you don't know what your value is, like, I'll talk to you. I'll encourage you. Y'all have so much to offer. You guys are all so special. Okay, enough rambling. Any questions?
All right. I guess
Carlos is in the house. What's up, dude?
All right. So I've started dissecting my story. It's something that I've struggled with for a very long time. I think part of the reason why people never really related to me was because of the fact that I gave them the superficial version of my story. You know, got fat, was going through a divorce, lost the weight, you know, kind of maintained it since. Lately, I've been delving into the whole deal with I was overeating. I was an alcoholic. I also had sleep apnea during the time. The added weight didn't help the sleep apnea, and you know, I was depressed. And when I started to see a counselor in the midst of my divorce, she told me that she wanted to put me on medication. I didn't want to be put on medication. And I chose to live a healthier lifestyle as she told me. I had to cut out the alcohol. I had to eat healthier. I had to start exercising. I had to make sure I got enough sleep at night. And all of these things added up. And it just coincided with the fact that, you know, I decided to do insanity as my exercise, follow the nutrition plan, and made it work. But what I'm finding is that men don't really talk about depression. We don't address it. Anything that could be a mental health problem is taboo for us to admit, taboo for us to share. And most guys go around, most of their lives with undiagnosed mental disorders because of the fact that it's so taboo for them. So I guess now that I'm actually getting to the meat and potatoes of my story, actually, picking it apart. How do I get people to open up about such a tough subject?
I think you share your story. You share it, and it'll inspire other people. They may not respond on your page or comment on your post, but they may message you, and they may keep watching you. And when you tell your story over and over again, people are watching, and they'll reach out to you. Or you may message them that one day, and they're just going to be like, yeah, I saw when you post about depression, I felt the same way. People are going to relate to you. If you share that story, people will relate to that.
Yeah, and Carlos, I really think that you must teach yourself to see how insanely important your story is. You need to teach yourself that. Like, get it into your head how insanely important it is. And the most effective way to sell is going to be by sharing your story. The most important way that you're going to change other people's lives through the programs and the Shakeology and the accountability and this awesome team is to be just putting yourself out there and sharing your story and just emotionally connecting with people. And like Kaylee said, they're probably not going to comment on your post. Oh, that's me. Yeah, me. But they will reach out to you and message you, sure enough. And when people click like on my posts, I've been doing something where I just message them. I'm like, hey, thank you so much for the love and support on my post. Thank you for clicking like. I really appreciate it. How you doing? And all of a sudden, people are like, they just message me back. I'm like, I'm doing great. Your posts are so inspiring. Like, I have so much weight to lose. Like, I'm not ready for your classes yet, but maybe one day I can make it out to your class. And I'm like, challenge group. But, just you're going to have people clicking like on your posts the more you post. And then you can message them and be like, hey, dude, thanks so much for that, for that like. I appreciate your support. How's it going? How you doing? And that's when they're going to start opening up and saying, I relate to your story. Like, this sucks. Like, I need help. So just let it go. I used to care so much about what people thought and portraying such a perfect thing on Facebook. Forget it. Like, I'm an open book. And that's what we all need to be, is open books as a coach. That help? I hope that helps.
Yeah, I've just, like I said, it's a taboo subject for men to even discuss.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's
and you might not get a lot of men, Carlos. You might get a lot of ladies. You're a ladies guy.
That's what I've been telling them. Like, a lot of the top coaches, their niche is women. It's women.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're
when it comes to depression,
dude, women can relate to depression, man, and issues. Trust me. So no, I don't necessarily think your niche is strictly guys. I don't.
I haven't figured out what my niche is.
Working on.
I want you to write me 5 things. I want you to come up with 5 things. 5 things to create your niche. Okay.
All right, guys, it's 9:15, so I'm going to close out and stop recording this call just to respect everyone's time. But if you want to stay on and continue to ask questions after this, you're more than welcome to. So thank you, Rainie, so much for taking the time out of your busy day today just to record that. And on top of it, be here while you're working to answer questions and just be here and present for our team call. I mean, that's awesome, Rainie. Thank you for going above and beyond and making the teamwork and the dream work.